Olá, gente, estamos de volta aqui com esse jogo que, incrivelmente, eu não sei falar o nome ainda. E, né, conseguimos passar daquela fase lá do quarto da mãe dele. E estamos aqui, bem onde nós paramos. E agora vamos ver o que vai acontecer, porque eu não sei.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service, day and night, sir.
Ah, eu não sei o que eu quero fazer aqui. Quem é o
I would like to
coisa
speak
daí,
about
o
your
dono aí?
master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
Tá, os convidados
What
aí.
can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
Ah, o lindo também não pode falar nada. Não sei. Tá, saí,
As I
sei
was
lá,
unable
coisa
to
assim.
bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Ah, eu não sei o que ele quer. Manuscrito, será? É no que? Alguma coisa assim? Ah, eu não sei isso aqui.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
Ah, eu não vou gastar tudo isso, não. Manuscrito.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Ah, também não vou querer gastar com isso aqui, não.
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
Também não quero gastar com isso. Onde é que eu fui? Eu acho que foi nesse.
I still haven't quite recovered after that boat crossing.
Would you happen to have any devil's thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the devil's thorn may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against sir taking any.
Tudo tem que gastar alguma coisa, então eu não quero. Aqui, sair. Vou sair aqui também. Tá, pra onde é que eu tenho que ir? Não é aqui. Deve ser ali naquela porta. Tá, vamos lá. Gente, que casa chique.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Ah, eu não sei. Pra onde, minha gente? Aqui. Oxi.
My dear Johann, how are
Ah,
you?
nada a ver
Glad to
isso.
make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Ai, meu pé amado aqui, o zóio.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's
Gente,
hard
esse jogo
shell.
tem muito diálogo.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Ah, eu não sei. Ai, aqui.
What do you think of Volner?
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the king of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Volner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
Please.
I see.
What do you want to know? Of course.
Ó, Napoleão.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Ah, eu não sei. Deixa eu perguntar.
What do you think, madam? What is this Bonaparte doing here?
A
The presence of
fofoca
a
rola
soldier is never a
solta.
good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war. To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favor of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Thank you, that's helpful.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Eita, preula. E vamos falar na beira de um precipício, minha gente. Homem, sai daí que isso é perigoso.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Oh,
of
Jesus,
course.
isso é um confronto.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Ah, eu não sei. Eu não enxergo esse. Eu não sei. aqui. Não
Surely
sei.
such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended.
Ah,
I
eu
just
consegui.
wanted to make sure you knew what you were
Gente, esse
talking
foi no
about.
chute.
And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Ah, eu não sei, eu não enxergo.
It is remarkable.
Ah, eu não sei, uma revolução?
The
Não sei,
revolution
eu
was a
não
good
sei.
thing, but it gave birth to a monster. We must overthrow the new system in place.
Gente do céu.
Monsieur de Richet,
Se eu
I
tivesse
am
feito o Enem
reassured.
assim, eu
I am
passaria.
very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Olha só.
Reflections on the Revolution in France.
Mr. Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
Hehe, sucesso.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
As pessoas é tudo estranha. Ai, acabou. Ok. Próximo. Cheguei ao nível 4, ok. Próximo de novo. Será que eu posso colocar alguma coisa aqui? Cadê? Lógica, isso aqui já foi tudo. Vigilância. Mas eu posso colocar ou não posso colocar? Agora eu não sei. Vou colocar aqui. Política não tem. Aqui também, será que pode? Aqui. O que é isso aqui? Ciência, que também quero. Manipulação, é muito bom. Lógica também. E isso aqui é o quê? Tá certo. Eu não sabia que eu podia colocar em todos. Olha só, e pode, gente. Eu fui muito coisada ali.
Let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Tá, o que é isso aqui? Tá certo. Também tem esse. E só pode abrir um? Eu vou abrir esse aqui então, da Revolução Francesa. Pronto. Ok, gente. Bom, vamos ficar por aqui. E vejo vocês no próximo episódio. Eu não sei se vai ser o último ou não, mas enfim. E é isso aí. Tchau.